G'day and welcome back to another video from your boy SPORTSCOB. Now today's episode we have a continuation of last vlog, which you can check out right here from where Sydney FC played the Wanderers in the elimination final, and on today's episode we have the semi-final. We're here in Melbourne, but just before we pan to the sport, we have something to show you, something very exciting that happened on the way here.
Now firstly, there's a few things that actually happened in this video, and I'm going to run through them step by step because as they were taking place, it was just too packed to film. Like, I could not film like what was happening. I was supposed to fly out with Sam on the 4:30, I believe it was, flight. That flight was cancelled. Then everyone who had been shunted from the previous flights had actually all been crammed onto the 4:30 flight, so there no longer was space anymore. Now, because I am a Qantas staff, I did request if the jump seat was an available option. To my absolute surprise, they actually said yes, the jump seat's available.
Unbelievably, we've been put on the jump seat. It's incredible. It's a dream come true as a pilot.
Always wanted to go on jump seat. I'm an aspiring pilot. I have a recreational pilot's license. I have flying experience, and it's something that me as an aviation lover and as a flying enthusiast was just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's very similar to the video I've got on my channel, actually, where I do fly an aircraft into Sydney Airport itself. If you want to check that out, you can check it out right here. That is an incredible video, by the way. You might want to check it out. We had the absolute luxury of going jump seat, and I'll roll some footage from that now. It's just incredible. I'll just let it speak for itself.
God damn, that was freaking something else. That was just once in a lifetime, literally something else. Man. 30 minutes till kickoff, and I just arrived at Southern Cross. Got to put my luggage in here. So I've got to get my camera out of here. Equipment obtained, train to catch, and then I don't think there's a march. Unfortunately, Sam will not be at the game tonight because he got stuck in Sydney. Again, I was incredibly lucky to get on the flight of the jump seat. Is still something that hasn't fully hit me yet, just how incredible that was. Anyway, off to the game we go. I can't see me loving nobody but Smiths all my life. I do like Smiths. I don't like Melbourne City. I like Sydney FC a little bit. You don't know what to expect out of tonight. It's rainy, so I'll give it that. It could be anyone's game. If Lolly's fully fit and firing, we could spring an upset here, you know? You never know. We should have won last week. We really should have. So we can bring that same energy, that same effort, same intensity we've been bringing as the fireworks go off around us for whatever reason. There's no reason we can't win. Come on, force us in FC. Yeah, unfortunately we are missing kickoff. Look at that. Positioned ourselves right above the cove. Goodness me, it's hit now. Semi-final footy. The aggregate's 1-1. It's basically a clean slate. The winner of this game advances to the grand final. Oh boy. Cove have a great turnout. Look at this. I don't know where City's Active is, but it's pretty sad also that, you know, you get this crowd. Like, it's a semi-final, for goodness sake. Turn up. Yeah, harsh tackle, but then... Yeah, Burgee apologised immediately for it. He knew. Well, that's pretty much ruined our semi-final, unless we can dig something out. Look, arguably, it's just being completely neutral. It's a red. He studs him up. He's apologetic for it, but that's not what the ref looks at. The ref looks at the contact, and it's bad. We're gonna have to really dig deep now. Ooh, I could not have come closer to that. It's gonna be a long night. Oh, better strap yourselves in, boys. Better dig out the biggest 0-0 performance you have ever seen and snatch it on pens. God, it's gonna be a long night. No way. Get up. Could have gone anywhere. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night. I may as well just go to a hotel now, honestly. Feeling a bit under the weather, and this game's just going to make me feel worse. If we come back from this, that'll be one of the best things I've ever seen. Oi! We have a possible investigation. VAR! Yeah, that wasn't red. So it's half time. My voice is a little bit gone. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. Sydney FC are currently performing well under the weather. We're 1-0 down, 2-1 down on aggregate, and we're going to have to dig something that I've almost never seen out of our ass if we're going to advance to the grand final. Although in saying that, the one time I've seen us recover from a 1-0 deficit with a red card was actually against this fellow mob in 2019. For all those who don't remember, I'm going to roll a little bit of footage.
Barbarouses to win it! Sydney FC down to 10 men for more than an hour, and now Sydney FC are on top.
Corica, make sure you roll that footage today at halftime, and we could maybe, and I'm being very optimistic when I say this, and I don't believe what I'm saying at all, maybe string out a goal. Oh, you boys in orange and navy, because the boys in blue are the wrong team to support right now. Oh! Oi, go on, Riza! Oh! Yeah, that's it. That's the semi-final done and dusted. It's Marco Tilio. It just had to be him. Corica, if you haven't learned by now, if you didn't learn 2 years ago in the grand final, if you didn't learn last year, you probably know now you shouldn't have got rid of him. And that's what happens when you get rid of a good player. Melbourne City is the only team I haven't seen Sydney FC beat away from home in any of my travels. I've seen us beat Mariners, Macarthur, Adelaide, Melbourne Victory, Wanderers, Newcastle. But City, I've been here 4 times and we've lost each of those times. Oh, and it so nearly was 4. Ole, 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 ole. The only thing you can do right now. Why am I still here? I'd score a last minute goal. No, we don't. Because Hollywood hits the outside the netting. On the Harbour City, the boys are blue from Moore Park Road. We are Sydney, the famous Sydney FC. Sydney FC. That'll be the last time we sing it this season. The Sydney FC support has done really well today. I really recommend you, everyone who turned out. We had a great atmosphere despite the result. Yeah, I like Smiths better than City. I know I am, I'm sure I am, I'm Sydney till I die. Come on, Sydney! Come on, Sydney! Oh, thanks for a great season again. Well, that's very disappointing way to end the season. Just flat. The red card just went downhill from there. Look, I don't know if we're going to win without it. Melbourne City are way too good. Our defence just couldn't keep up. I think we need to make a lot of structural changes over the off-season. I was Corica out halfway through the season, but you know, after this, I don't think he should be out. I'm going to give him one more season to see how we can rebuild from this. I think we do need to make a lot of changes going forward, though. We're just relying too much on the likes of Burgess, Lolly, Mack, and Redders, and it's not sustainable. It wasn't an entire failure our season. We knocked out the Western Sydney Wanderers. At least we made the semi-finals, which is something I didn't think we were going to make at any point during the season until it was confirmed we made finals. I'm going to head back. I'm going to meet up with Sam just before we leave this vlog. And yeah, farewell to A-League one more time this year. For those of you who've watched my previous last season's AFL vlogs, especially the AFL finals vlogs, you might remember a certain Element Hotel, Western, Richmond. I've stayed here a lot in the past. This is actually a really good place to stay. We're in room 101 this time. It's spacious, look at this. You could almost sleep in here. Souls could sleep here when he comes back at 5 in the morning. Toilet, bathrobe. Look at the Element by Western bathrobes. You know, you just can't get enough of this. Look how silky and smooth. I'm going to retreat here, watch the second half of the Port Adelaide v Melbourne D's match, which is actually FOOTY against Nam. Probably pronounced that very incorrectly. But we're getting into the spirit of Indigenous round. It might be a clue as to what's to come in the next vlog. All you got to do is just stay tuned. And so that brings an end to another video brought to you by SPORTSCOB. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be in touch very soon with our upcoming vlog. Hint, it has a lot of AFL coming up. So if you love AFL, you might want to stay around this channel. And how good is it? Flying jump seat. How freaking phenomenal is it? Thank you to the people at Qantas for making this happen. Peace. See you soon.